Okay, loading. Done. Good. Good morning, YouTube. We are in live. Good morning for everybody. Today we're gonna talk about mistakes and failure and things like that. So let me introduce myself. My name is Epaminondas. I'm host here on TNT. And today we're gonna talk about this topic with Josiane. Josiane, please introduce yourself for us.
Yeah, my name is Josiane. I'm 35 years old. I'm living in Juiz de Fora, Minas Gerais. I am a physical education teacher. I teach for elementary and high school students. And I am also a PhD student in some field in physical education. Um, I like exercise. I was example of my area. And I try exercise every day. So because exercise relax me, it's very good for my mind, for uh, reset my energy. I think it is. In my free time, I like to read a book, I like to read anything without my area of study. I like watch a movie. Mm, In weekends, I like ride a bike. It's more time for uh, enjoy the I don't know the word, the passeio. I don't know the word in English. Um, I think it is. I like to visit my parents in my weekend, and I like to rest in my house because my week is very hard. Is very I had various activities during my week. That's it.
Very good, very good. Welcome aboard. And now I'm not alone anymore because I have a degree in physical education as well. And you are the second person, I think, beside me, because normally the people here have degree in IT and things like that, technology area. But
Yeah,
physical education, I think, in my immersions, just you. Good, very good. Welcome aboard.
yeah.
And
Thank you.
about me, as I said before, my name is Epaminondas Sa. I'm host here. I have a degree in physical education and I'm nutritionist as well. I work as a trainer and nutritionist. I'm a teacher as well, but nowadays I don't take class anymore, but I like it. Let me see what more. I work by myself on my Instagram. I create content about fitness and things like that. In my free time, I also like to ride a bike and to walk, go to the park, camp. I really appreciate to camp and waterfalls, hiking, things like that. So, my free time, I like to go out of my home. But nowadays, I'm not doing that. But I want to do that pretty soon. Um, yeah, I think that's all. I'm from Brasilia, 31 years old. And yeah, that's all. That's all I think. But let's talk about the topic. The topic today is how do you deal with mistakes, failure, and let me know about you. About the number one. How does failure mean to you? Let me know.
So for me, I think failure is when you give up and don't allow yourself grow up because of fear, or I think in the more time, sometimes, or think owls, I think the lack of self-belief. I think this point is very important uh, to to nos convencer and we will failure. I think this.
Yeah, good. I agree to you because I think everybody make mistakes in life, but failure is different. As you said, it's like I'm give up of my goal, my future, and things like that. So I think it's important to put some energy and enforce to achieve our goals, our dreams. And for me, it's like you. For example, I don't consider mistakes as a failure. I consider mistakes as a part of the process.
Yeah,
But failure is different. Failure is when I give up, when I don't try anymore.
yeah,
Maybe it's a kind of failure for me.
yeah.
Uh, you can listen this noise or not?
I listen you.
Yeah, that's a noise here. Are you listening too or not?
No,
Barulho.
no.
Okay. Okay, good.
I stay
Uh,
at home too. It had a noise around, so I think it's okay. My
o-
listen is okay.
okay, okay, good. So the number two, have you ever failed at something important and what happened? Or not failure or made big mistakes in something important? Let me know.
So I think not failure. So I think a big mistake. No big, more important mistake in my life because I participate a selection process. Uh, I don't know, 5 years ago, I think, and I don't study for exam, and at night, uh, oh my God, I'm changing. The night before the exam, I meet with my friend and we stay talk a lot and late. And the day of exam, I stay very slowly, very sleepy, very tired. And I do the exam, ok? E depois de um tempo, sai o resultado, the result, and I don't pass for few points. And I made, oh my God, if I study or if I rest at the night of exam, I pass in the exam. So today I am a oh, I don't know the word.
Don't
I
worry.
am a concursada. I don't know the word.
Yeah.
So this situation uh, check my life. I sometimes I remember in this event in my life.
Good, good. It's hard when it you was so close for some points and you can't do it because of your behavior, your last night. So I think it's terrible the feeling after that because I think it's a big frustration. I think not
Yeah,
about the exam, but about us, right? So if
yeah.
I go ahead.
We think, oh my God, uh, what I do, for example, I can't. I can't study more and I can rest at night. So I don't. I I do anything wrong.
Exactly, but at the same time, it's a kind of learn because after
Yeah.
that you change your behavior and put more energy and things like that. So, and it's interesting. For example, normally this kind of mistakes, this kind of failure, it's a kind of turning point in life. We think, yeah, I we learned through this kind of mistakes. We learned and changed our behavior, our mind after that. So I think even the failure, even the mistakes are good for us sometimes. Um, and I'm trying to remember some point of my life that I failed something important. I don't remember. One thing that comes to my mind is when I bought my first car, I was so excited because of that. So my first car, and I bought from someone was selling the car, and I bought, but it was not a good car. A lot of problems, and I don't pay attention. I didn't know about, and I bought this car, and after I had a lot of problems because of that, and waste a lot of money. And yeah, nowadays I have this car until now, but nowadays sometimes I think, oh, if I was thinking a little bit more, if I don't know, but sometimes I think about that. But at the same time, nowadays it's okay. I learned from that, and it's just a good, not good, but part of the process. Nowadays I know more about car because of that, because I had a lot of problems and I had to solve this problem, and now I consider that a course. That was like a course. I learned from that, so it's
Yeah.
okay. But
I think the life is always have a problem. I think the problem change with the your age. I think it is. So we always have a problem to resolve.
exactly, that's the life, adult life. Uh, Normally, and different situations we have problems, and I think the problem is not the problem, but the way that we see the problem, we see the challenge. So, as we are talking here, we can learn it from that, or we can complain a lot and oh my gosh, I did something wrong, and don't change our behavior. So, but it's impossible a life without problem. So we have to face that. Uh, let me know about the number three, Josiane. How do you usually feel after a mistake? Let me know.
So I was very reflective. I think about the mistake. I think I think I think I think is pensar. Yeah, okay. I think about the way I choose. I think it's don't correct, and I will change in this moment. I was very very reflexive in my mind, and I close my mind, and inside it's very disorganized, and I try organizate my things, and I try to feeling more light. I don't like judge me a lot, so I try don't judge me. So in my mind, it's very disorganized. So I stay very reflexive about the mistake. Consume consume my energy for a time.
Yeah, I understand you, and I feel like you as well. I think the first feeling that I feel is frustration. So, what I did that and things like that, you know. So complain a little bit and feel frustration. But after I try to think about mistakes. So
Yeah.
why I did that and how I can solve this problem or how I can, I don't know, but change my behavior to be better in the future. How I can learn from that. Normally, I try to do that because, as you said before, I don't like to judge me a lot because I'm here to learn from the life. Everybody will make mistakes. It's normal. It's part of the process. Um, when I'm thinking in a rational way, I'm thinking like that. Yeah, it's normal. It's part of the process. No problem. But my emotional part, the first step, oh my gosh, what I did that. So I try to do exactly what you said. I try to organize my mind, my thoughts, and to put in the rational side of the thoughts, and using that to learn. Normally, I
Mhm.
try to do that. So yeah, I did. It it passed. I can't do that. I can do something about that. And now, what I can do now to be better. So I try to search for solutions, you know, or change the next steps. That's it. Normally, I try to think about the future, not about the past, because if I'm thinking about the past, I feel not a good feelings and it's not good for my mind. I try to organize, as like you said, organize my mind, my thoughts, thinking about my future, the solutions, and yeah, that's it. And follow my life.
Yeah.
That's it. For me, that's the best way, the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Um, Number four, do you think failure is a normal part of life and why? I don't know.
So, oh, oh, it's very hard. I think failure, no. I think mistake, yes. Because failure is when we desist anything. So mistake, it's okay. Mistake, it's a part of process, as you said, and the life is a real time. We don't now, for example, in my city has a expression. Se eu soubesse, é, se a gente soubesse o que ia acontecer, a gente não erraria. So, and how we don't know, it's part of process. It's real life because we don't had a roteiro. I don't know the words. I don't I don't organize it in my mind the answer. So I think this. I think failure no, but the mistake yes, because mistake is part of process. It's okay. It's hard. Yes. It's difficult. Yes. So it's part. Sometimes had a mistakes, have a problem, have a incommon situation. So it's the life.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you. I think everybody will have mistakes. As we said before, everybody will have mistakes and to do something wrong. It's normal, it's part of life. And when I think about failure, as you said, like I give up, desistir.
Mhm.
So sometimes I think yes, for example, but depends on the situation. Let me explain a little bit. For example, if I have a big plan in my life, and times when I'm pursuing that goal, when I'm trying to achieve that goal, I realize that it was not important, you know. For example, I have a big goal. I I I I I wanted in the past an real example. I wanted in the past to do my master degree in physical education. And I went to the university and tried to apply, and I joined in the group of the research. And when I was there, I realized that no, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. And because of that, I changed my mind and give up to that goal, you know? So in this case, I think it's okay. It's normal of the process because we are getting more mature and understanding the life, and sometimes we realize that no, I don't that it's not what I want for my life. And for me it's okay. But on the other hand, another situation, I have a big plan and I give up because of, oh, I feeling that I can't, I'm not capable, it's not for me, and think like it's so hard. I think it's not a good way to face the life because everything is hard in life. So if you have a big goal, if someone did, I can do as well. So why not? Why not me? So for me, I really believe that I'm capable to do everything that I want if I put energy enough and if I have a good strategy, a good method, people to help me. And in this case, I think it's not part of it's not normal. I think from my perspective, it's not a good way to see the life. In this case, I think in this case it's normal. In this case, I think it's not normal. But in the resume, I think it's important to face problems and to face the challenge and maybe change the method, the strategy. But if you have a real goal in life, go that. Try to achieve that. So maybe you are not active because of the method or the strategy change, but go to the goal. That's my point of view in life in this question. Um, but about do you want
So
to okay.
you can tell.
Um, let's think about the number five. What have you learned from a failure in your past or a mistake in your past? Let's think. Number five. Yeah.
Oh, I think in your example for master degree, I think you don't give up. I think you recalculate the route because you had have the experience and you think, oh, it's not for me. It's I don't enjoy this area. I don't enjoy this situation. So I think it's don't give up. I think you recalculate your route. I think in about the question five, I think I never give up. I I do in this some sense recalculate my route. So I experience the situation I don't like it. Oh, okay, I change my mind. So I agree with you. Oh, I can't to do. I don't. I don't have skills for this. I think no. I think it's sabotaging, auto sabotaging. I think in the sense, I don't give up. So I change my way in very situation. So I was very planned. And the change way is very hard for me. So I stay a long time think about the situation. So change way is very hard for me. It's my personality. It's okay. Today I learn um, contornar a situação, but I think it is. I planned it a lot. So when I change my route, I think, oh my God, I change my way. I think about situation again. I try again. I change my route. It's very disgusting for me. So it's normal. It's 1 week. I stay good again. It's okay.
It's interesting because I'm like you know. So normally I plan a lot, my future, my steps, and I don't know, but I want to do something, and I'm planning this goal for months. And sometimes I feel that plan a lot it's not good for me, you know. Because I plan a lot in details and problems, pros and cons, and I'm planning. But it doesn't exist just inside my mind. When I face the reality, it's different. So sometimes I feel that it was not so good. For example, for sure, it was good for me because I could achieve a lot of goals because of that, because of plan my future. But at the same times, I lost a lot of opportunities because of that. So sometimes I think, yeah, it's good, but at the same times, I feel that I'm losing some time, some opportunities because of that. It's interesting to think because sometimes I think a lot. I think a lot, and for example, I will give you an example. We are here talking on TNT. I'm host here for I don't know, but I think 3 years. 3 years. I never planned do that. Never.
Okay.
It it was not my goal in the past. I never planned to be here as a host, but it happens, you know. So it just happened in life, and I'm here. I really appreciate to be here and talk and to practice my English. So but it was a good thing that I never planned to do. And as like that, there's a lot of things that I activate, but I never planned. And sometimes I think a little bit about yeah, it's good to plan, but what what so how I can plan I search for the balance. You know, I think that's a good way to explain. I search for the balance to plan too much and don't plan anymore. So I'm trying to achieve that.
Mm.
Mm.
Today I learned to have a balance because I was very planned. It's very hard because, for example, in travel, I planned. Oh, I know this place, this museum, this I don't know this tourist point. For example, oh, I have I had no in this sense, in this order, for example. So first I go to the museum, check, okay, I know the museum. So then I know the tourist point. So I know tourist point, check, okay. It's very hard because in this situation, I was in free time, for example. I don't need the stay intense moment. So for me, it's the life planned. It's not good in sometimes situation. So I learned to take more balance in the situation. It's the life was more light when we don't plan it a lot, for example.
Exactly. Nowadays, I try to just plan my priorities and the rest, I don't know. The other things that happen, I don't know. I just planned my my priorities in life, some tasks that it's really important, and that's all. That's all. The life will happen, and it's okay. I have no control about everything in my life. That's life. That's life. I try to do that nowadays because it's not easy to plan everything in life. So it was not easy. Um, Thinking about the number six, uh, w- why do people fear making mistakes? What do you think? Why do people fear making mistakes?
I think it's out of fear of regret, se arrepender. I think it's one important point, and because I think our choice in your life is your responsible. So I afraid if oh my God, I do this with me, for example, and I think it's a fear of regret, fear of lost your time. Fear, no, I think anxious. It's a bad situation too because we think one thing and we do another thing. For example, because life is not controlled. We can't control it, your life, your and your parents, your relationships, your friends. It's never controlled. So I think in my case, and I was very planned. I planned for me, I planned for my husband, I planned for my mother. So in the place I stay with my husband, or I stay with my mother, for example, she or he said, "No, I can't. I can't do this." I think, oh, how we don't do this. I planned this for you. It's very hard because it's a very uh, disagree, desacordo. So it's a big, a few situation, a little situation turn a one situation a one situation of disappoint for me, for example.
Yeah, interesting, interesting. And I totally agree with you. And I think that that's that sentence. We suffer more inside of our mind than in the reality. So I think that's the point for a lot of people. A lot of people are suffering more in the inside of mind, the consequence that doesn't exist just inside of mind, and because of that don't do. For example, you said about anxious. I'm seeing a lot of people, especially young people, teenagers, and that don't try to do something hard or don't try to do something different because of the fear for the future, the to feel bad or I don't know, something happened wrong. Even I don't know, but even to ask for information in the street for someone that the people don't do that. Oh, I will look like I don't know, but so I feel a lot of people nowadays are don't try to do different things because of
Yeah.
the fear, because of the anxious of the situation, because then imagine the future different and suffer inside of mind and don't want to suffer, don't want to have discomfort. So, for example, here, English. English is not easy, it's not our mother language. We will make a lot of mistakes. You will make mistakes. I will make mistakes. We are not teacher of English. We are we have physical education degree, so it's not our mother language. And we all make mistakes. But a lot of people don't talk because of that. Oh no, I will make mistake and I don't want to make a mistake. The people maybe will make fun about me and other people will see I'm making mistake. So what a problem. It's normal. It's part of the process. So what's the problem about? And I think a lot of people are suffering more inside of mind, and because of that don't try different things because of see the consequences a bigger consequence than they they really be. So I think it's that for me. Anxious. I think anxious, a lot of people have anxious about the future and different.
Yes, very anxious. I
Yeah,
think too the situation is strange. Think I square. It's i- we are alert with the situation, and the situation it was no this situation, these strange situations is stressful for us. It's so it is stressful normal. S- de, depends the how the person react to this situation.
exactly that point. And I think everybody has your limiar of stress, you know.
Mhm.
So and I feel that especially the young people nowadays has a, I don't know, but the linear is shortened, you know. So it, because simple things in life a lot of people don't want to do because of this stress. New possibilities and are stressful in life, or strange possibilities, strange situation are stressful in life. And I feeling that especially new people nowadays are this stress limits so short nowadays, and because of that avoid something. And that's my perception, that's my perception.
Yeah,
um
I think it too. For your time, for example, we don't vote, of course, no. So I think had sometimes difference at the I don't know the word. I forgot the word in Portuguese too. Gerações, generations. Yeah, and I think have a difference and uh, between generation. For example, in my time for study for college, for example, I moved my city for study for do university, and I stay alone in a big city and without my mother, my father. So I have a lot of responsible for my age, for example. And today in my city, have a bus. Uh, every day have a bus de my city até Juiz de Fora, for example. So when today the the adolescent, the teenager has no went the story. They don't out house, out city, out space family. For example, I miss the situation. I miss my family. I miss my adolescência de adolescente. Eu não tive.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about that, and I totally agree with you. I think there's pros and cons about this kind of situations, but as you said, this kind of challenge shaped your personality to face problems nowadays, because I see that like go to the gym. We
Mhm.
have to lift weights and more heavy weights along of the time because we have to be bigger challenge along of the time. And because of that, we shape a different form. And I really believe in that in life. For example, you said about your challenge to study, and nowadays the most of part of people don't have this challenge. It's a good point because
Yeah.
it's easier to go to the school and things like that. It's a good point in general, but at the same times I think because of the new generations don't have challenge to face, they are more afraid about the life, you know. So because it's easier. As my example about the gene, we have to face challenge and grow the the size of the challenge to be different. Because if we don't put more and more weight, we don't grow. So the muscle, for example. So I see exactly that. For example, if I in the past I didn't have smartphone in the past when I was in I don't know, but in the school. And when I have to search for something, I went to go to the library and to pick up one encyclopedia and search for the information in encyclopedia and things like that. Nowadays, the guy open ChatGPT and ask some question and 2 seconds after that's the answer. So I think because of this kind of facilities, the people nowadays are not able to face big challenge, real challenge in life. You
Mhm.
know, so I think you have this kind of thing about generation is really true.
So I don't, não quis dizer, and it's bad changes. So I think the linear express you said, I think is leaked in the comfortable
Yeah,
life. So I think in this sense, I tell. So of course, the evolution, the easy situation is very good, and a lot of people can study. It's very good. So I said in this sense, it's linear, the stressful linear is is
low.
fear because uh, have more comfortable, more options. I think it is. It's
Exactly, I got it, and I totally agree with that. I totally agree, and exactly that for me. So, and I'm a little bit afraid about the future because of that. Uh, it's interesting because everything has your pros and cons, right? So, and I think nowadays it's good for a lot of things, but at the same time, I think we will have problems as a generation, as not generation. I forgot the word, even in Portuguese. But as a society, I think we will have a lot of problems as a society because of this kind of thing. But I don't know about the future.
true. One thing,
Go ahead.
just one thing. I think in this sense, generate of my mother, my father, it's compared if my generate, for example, my mother always said, "Oh, in my time, I go to school walking. I walking 3 years to go my school. Ah, eu levava meu
O
caderno no
saco de
saco
arroz.
depois.
Yeah, yeah,
I think in this sense.
exactly that, exactly that. And normally we compare it, our generation, the other generation, even
Yes, yes,
exactly that, exactly that. But yeah, I think the challenge will change along of
yeah,
the life. As you said in the beginning of this immersion, the challenge will change. We will have problems, always have problems, but the problem is different because of the period of time.
yeah.
Uh, Let me see other question here. 7. Do you think fear of failure stops people from trying new things?
Hmm. I don't know. I'm feeling.
Or fear of making mistakes and as you said in the beginning of the immersion to arrepender, esqueci, forgive, not, yeah, forgive, I think. Uh,
Forgive,
The,
yeah.
the, the fear of forgiving the future and I know I don't do that because I don't know, but let me know what you think about number 7.
Yes, I think it's sometimes yes, because we said, oh my God, I'm scared. I'm a fear about this. So some people stop in this moment. Oh my God, I can't. I don't have skills for this. So I think very important in this moment. I stay with fear, okay? So I continue, I walk with fear, com medo mesmo, vou com medo mesmo. I think it's very important. I think we had a decision. For example, oh, I don't agree. I don't agree. No, I don't. I can't to do anything, and I decided to stay here. So when I stay at fear, and I think, oh, I was very insecurity. I very anxious with this new situation, but I I go ahead. I
Go ahead, em frente.
go ahead. Yes. So I go ahead. I think it's decision too. And this I don't see the answer, the beautiful answer. I'm very confused in the situation.
No, no problem, no problem. And from my perspective, yes, but depends of the person. As you said, I think some person think like us. So yeah, I can do that. Oh, but I don't have skills. But I can got some skills. I can get some new skills, and I can study and to prepare myself and do that. But other kind of people think, oh, I'm not able to do, I will waste time, it's so hard for me, I'm not capable, it's not for me, I'm not, so I think yes, in my answer, stops some kind of people. So from trying new things because of the are shy or the fear of other people will judge us and things like that. I see a lot of time this kind of here in the talk and talk. A lot of people uh, join to the talk and talk, but don't talk. Don't open the camera. Don't so don't schedule an immersion because of the fear. So oh, I don't know, but the people, I don't know, I'm not prepared and I will make a lot of mistakes, and because of that, don't go ahead. And yeah, I think it's important to think like I will make mistakes. It's normal. It's part of the process, and I'll try. I'll try, and until I'm trying, I'm being better, and I grow up using my mistakes. Oh, but from my perspective, a lot of people stops because of that.
Yeah. Your example of talk, and I think the English is not the problem. I think the expose is the problem. For me, it's of course it's exposed. English too, because I hate English. So I hate because I was very I forgot so timid. So expose is very hard for me.
Shy.
Shy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
I'm shy as well, but I think, for example, when I joined to Talk and Talk, I started like a talker, like you and here. So, and I schedule at least one immersion per day, every single day, for 6 months, until one. And I studied a little bit using flashcards and talking here and talk and talk. And after six months, I was the similar level like nowadays. And but after I realized that I can talk, I feel like a superhero, you know. So yeah, I'm talking English. It's so cool, and I really appreciate that. And I think in the beginning of the process is hard. It's hard because we don't feel confident enough, you know. So, or we have inside our mind a good answer, but we can't talk because we don't have vocabulary enough and feel frustrated. And I think in the beginning it's a big challenge, but after we can feel more confident and talk more and think like that. But to feel until feel confident, we have to talk to be confident. And the process is
Yeah,
hard.
very hard.
Process hard. Josiane, we have to close the immersion, but it was a pleasure to be here with you. Nice to meet you for your first immersion with me. And I don't know, but I don't have the forms here. I don't know why, but I will try to understand in the next question, the next immersion. But have a good day, great week, take care, and it was a pleasure to talk to you today.